Yeah, it's so easy travelling around Japan. Like the train systems are set up just to get you right to the mountain resorts quickly and efficiently. We just dumped all our bags at a courier company called Two Cats, and they took our gear straight from the airport and straight to our hotel here.
We're sorted. We're so sorted. It's so easy. All of our gear is heading away, and we're going out in Tokyo.
If you're going to come all the way to Japan, you want to have a look around, one of the largest cities in the world. So that's what we did. We sent our gear, and it was cheap and easy, and we were free to roam around Tokyo, and Tokyo is certainly a unique place. Wow, the ninja restaurant. I didn't even know what that was. The food was amazing, but the whole theme of the night made it fun and interesting too.
Shinkansen, going I think nearly 300k an hour, which is quite exciting.
So it's just a short 1-minute stretch of the legs from the train station to the bus stop here where it's waiting for us to take us up the road, and it's snowing.
So it took us about 25 minutes from our hotel, winding through lots of little parts of the Hakuba village, and then we came around the corner and saw that amazing beast up there.
Okay, we're just about to head over down the backside at Cortina. We've just been told that apparently this has only fairly recently been opened up through the trees and things, so pretty excited about that.
I'm busy. I'm making some magic here. Got tongs, but I like using my hands so I can feel the product that I'm making. You get given a base on a dish and you create your own pizza. I think I've had a shocker, put meat and I got carried away, put everything on it. Now I've got a mess. I mean, there's always people talking about Japan, not going to the real Japan when you go to some touristy ski areas in Japan, but Hakuba is a good balance of both, I think. There's, it's a big enough village that there's plenty of Japanese living and working there, but it's set up for tourism too, so it's accommodating for Westerners like ourselves coming over here, but we still experience the real Japan.
We are at a shrine in Hakuba village and we're just about to have a physical cleansing from the holy water, and then we have an internal cleansing to drink it. It's quite cold.
We've just clambered up the steps. It's a bit of a hard go actually getting up the steps, but Fukushima-san took us through how to worship. They do what they do locally.
We're here outside Evergreens today with our guide Dave, who's going to take us off into Hakuba backcountry.
So we caught a lift up to the top. We've been hiking for over an hour and now we've just come across this incredible terrain behind us here. There's rowdy big mountain lions to open bowls out to my right. There's such a variation and it's not really too far at all to access it. So really looking forward to getting into it. The snow's still in good shape and we've got a beautiful day. So we've just driven up into the Japanese wilderness and we found ourselves in a natural gentleman's tub. And what I mean by that is it's no garments are to be worn in these hot tubs. And this is a male one, and the female's around the corner somewhere, we can't quite see it from here. This is the perfect way to unwind after a day skiing in Japan.
Taras, any words to add?
Too good, man, too good. That's all I've got to add.
I've got something to add. Okay, so we're just leaving our Tokyu hotel here in Hakuba on our way to Happo One Ski Resort, the biggest resort here in Hakuba. There's been no fresh snow overnight, but it's clear and calm and cold, so hopefully we can ski some good piste trails and find some fresh powder off trail still.
Yeah, I think this resort is absolutely ideal for families wanting accessible skiing but the whole Japanese culture at the same time. Well, we didn't get any clear days, but we were skiing with a local, which is always handy. And he explained to us that the views were beautiful, and we saw some photos. Shiga Kogen is actually quite up high, so the views on a clear day you get to see over Yamanouchi City and out across the valley, I guess, back toward Nagano. It'd be beautiful, amazing. There's about 70 k's of piste runs to be had there, and we were learning that it's the largest ski area in Asia, and you understand why. It just went on and on. I think we were told there's about 19 different ski fields within the Shiga Kogen umbrella and in the area. I think the ski in, ski out aspect of the accommodation worked really well. The free shuttles. There's an English-speaking ski school. I think most of the mountains there would provide that. There's kids' creche. And the terrain, it's just easy going. Dad can nip off for a couple of runs in the trees to the side. Mum can ski on piste the whole day if they want to.
So we're exploring our way around the ancient town of Shibu Onsen. It's well over 1,000 years old, ancient city with lots of history. It's famous for its onsen, so it's hot springs. Everywhere you go down the street, people are in their bathrobes and clocking down the street in their clogs to get to the onsen, and it's got a really nice feel to it, and it's certainly different to anywhere I've ever been before in Japan. So I'm just wrapping up my robe here, tying her up in a knot. Here in Shibu Onsen, there's 9 different onsen, so hot tubs. And if you're staying in this town, you get a key to the city, really. You get a key so you can go to any of the onsens, anytime, anywhere you want. So we got the key to the city. So just tie a knot, is that okay, or?
Yeah,
Not really.
no, almost fine, but
Okay.
can I make it?
Please do.
Oh, good.
Oh, alright.
And did
I'm
you?
ready for town.
All right.
Perfect. It's beautiful. It matches the bow. Just like that.
Yep.
What? They're socks. Look. Goat socks. Japanese goat socks for wandering around town in flip-flops whilst going to onsens in a very, very old village in Japan. So cool.
This is a Japanese sweet shop, omanju shop, Kogoi. It's so tasty. Please try it. Please come in.
I have never seen monkeys before in the wild, ever. We don't have those things in the part of the world I'm from. I have never, ever seen something quite so bizarre and incredible in my life, I don't think. And they hang out in these hot pools, which I think would have originally been built for humans, but they've slowly, I guess, they're abandoned and taken over. And they just hang out in there, and they have really red faces, and they hang their fingers over the edge because they get too hot. You cannot come to the area without going to see them.
well worth it, well worth it.
So we arrived 2 days ago to a beautiful sunset here. Got up yesterday morning and it just started snowing. We couldn't see anything really on the mountain and it hasn't stopped since. We're expecting at least sort of 50 centimetres at the top of the mountain. As we're just about to head out now, it's going to be a good day skiing in Japan, in Nozawa Onsen. After a day of skiing powder at Nozawa Onsen, you just sit here, watch the locals go by with your feet in a tub of hot water. Life's pretty good.
I'm about to learn how to make soba noodles. Also very privileged to be allowed to wear these beautiful clothes. I'm sure it's going to make it all taste much better.
Nozawa Onsen was definitely my favourite place to explore. I think there's a real sense of history. The fact that it was so compact made it easy to wander the streets. Everything was incredible about the place.
Steamy buns. It's all about steaming buns in Nozawa.
Apple and cinnamon oyaki. It's really, really hot, but they cook them in the onsen stem of these little boxes. So it's very, very local and hopefully very delicious.
I'm going to show Tim from Terrace how you buy beer in Japan. Behold, the mini tanker. If you're not so thirsty, you can get 2 litres. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is amazing. It's using nature in all its glory to cook your kai. It's the way it should be done, really. Chuck a bit of corn on the cob in the hot spring, pull her out a few minutes later, good to go.
lucky enough to be treated to some local delicacies, some pretty interesting stuff. We had fish sake and fried grasshopper. And then, of course, we ended up karaoke. And yeah, karaoke is a must, just to see your friends be fools.
That's what fell last night, or should I say in the last 6 hours?
Maybe 150 cents. Yes. Yes, tip. Very, very tip.
I think that's called the White Room.
I can quite honestly say, I don't think I've ever seen this much snow in my entire life.
We're just down the road from Miyoko Kogen at the small sort of club style ski field.
This is Seki Onsen's top left. This is how much snow they've had in the last 6 hours. And it's hard work clearing it up.
We're just helping the locals here to clear it, and hopefully we can get to ski it very shortly.
We have seen people clearing snow like you've never seen in your life, and avalanches off roofs. We saw on the news roofs collapsing with snow, so it's not surprising that they've got to keep on top of it. We've just headed half an hour out of Miyoko. We were coming to go up to Tokakushi Shrine, but because there's been so much snow, they've had to close it. But we've walked up to the gate, I suppose, with 400-year-old cedars on either side of us, and just getting a bit of culture. It's amazing. Sitting Japanese style eating around the tables is awesome. We all sit there cooking together, throwing things into kind of a massive crock pot situation that's cooking away in front of us. In the meantime, we have all these incredible, delectable, tiny courses to work our way through.
Yeah, well, a lot of ski resorts in Japan, you're not allowed to ski the trees, but for here, tree skiing is fantastic and you're allowed to go in there. And because there's so much snow and so much terrain, you never run out of fresh snow. Myoko is an incredible resort. There's just so much here to do. I mean, we've been here for 3 days and haven't explored the whole mountain, but there's something for everyone and there's heaps of snow and great tree skiing. Oh, nailed it!
It's our last morning in Japan and we're just heading to the Zenkoji Temple in Nagano.
Beautiful street, very intrepid, very original. It reeks of history. And I got a mellow yellow, and that's sick.
That's kind of cool.